So really at an event like this, I like to sort of talk about some of the unique things that are impacting our business. You heard Rick talking about just the importance of WFG. Well, I'm going to prove it to you, how it impacts an organization the size of Ivari. So I'm going to show you a couple of stats. You can see some of these numbers. That's 44%, 63, 29,000, 7,000, 204, 49, 57. What do they mean? Thank you, WFG. You've ranked us #1 in premium, and you ranked us #1 in market share. Or the 1-2 policies. Now you want to talk about, you can have the best product in the world, but if you cannot distribute it, it ain't going to work. And WFG, that is the power of distribution. That's what Rick Williams was talking about earlier. 11,000, what do you say, 200 licenses? We got to get that to 20,000. Would you agree? Yeah. All right. So again, that's thanks to you guys. That's where we are, and it's entirely because of WFG. A couple other stats: 26,000. That's the number of life cases that were settled year to date. That's to November. It's actually close to 30,000 by the end of the year. 30,000 new policies, thanks to you guys helping families. Give yourselves a big hand. That's a big hand. The other thing too is you keep us busy. All right, WFG rocks. 7,000 calls we receive from you guys on a monthly basis, whether we like it or not. All right? But the key thing here is, yes, 2/3 or 3/4 of the calls are from advisors, but look at the line, the average time. It's 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes a call. We don't measure results by how quickly we get through the calls. We want to make sure we answer your questions. We understand that there are a lot of new folks you recruit, and we want to make sure that they get the answers they need. Okay, so we're prepared to take the time to give them the answers they need so they can get to the next level. And a bit of a tip here, best time to call. You'll see that 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, and so on. Okay, so just take anyone want a picture of that. All right, everybody taking a picture of that? Okay. Okay, another thing we do, we understand promotions. How many people in here want to get promoted? All 5 of you. How many people want to get promoted? Man. All right. So we have a promotions team. We know how important it is for you guys to get to the next level. So we have a team at that office. All they do is help you on promotions from SMD and above. We'll get to SMD. We'll get you to SMD. We'll get you to EMD, CEO, and EBC. So these are the number of promotions we've helped support. Now, not all of them are accomplished, but at least we're there to help. All right. How many of you want to be on that list next 2020? All right. So again, we have a dedicated team. This is the one that excites me the most, and Rick talked about it. I think he said over 500 licenses in December. And as you know, we contract all you guys. We license you all. All right, but check out those numbers. You've beat records almost every single month. To me, that's the most powerful. As a manufacturer, which we are, relying on distribution, we don't sell our products directly. That's the most important thing. That's what excites us. The traditional industry, I think Rick talked about it earlier, is, I would say, I'm going on record, basically dying. They don't have the model. WFG has the best model in the financial service industry. That's why we love you guys. That's why we're investing. And you're going to hear from Kid Adwin shortly. He's going to talk about, he's a WFG client. He's going to talk about the power of WFG from his point of view. All right, so in closing, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be behind you all the way. But let's just have this getting started mindset. Would you agree? Let's make that a deal. Okay, Kid, come on up. Get a hand to Kid, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So as Andrew mentioned, my name is Kid Abuwan. I'm the Regional Sales Director for Northern Alberta. And I stand in front of you, as Andrew mentioned, as a WFG client. But before I get into that, I want to share a little humor. Obviously, those who attended the dinner last night, the Champagne for Campaign, those non-Filipinos in the room, when you're back home in the Philippines, you're given a nickname. I have cousins that are named Chip, Bong, Ding Ding. So I was never given a Filipino last name because when I was 5 months old, my family emigrated to Canada. So I've been in Canada for now 40 years. Exactly, I'm that old. Anyways, so I now have a Filipino nickname. Do you know what the nickname is? It's Boom! So there you go, Tita Liz. I have now been crowned Kit Boom. What? Awesome. So, you know, it's funny to say, to those 2-minute speakers, I've never felt so much energy from those 2-minute speakers. So I want to give a hand of applause to those 2 minutes. And another reason why I'm giving a hand of applause, the timer's down here for those that don't know. So if the music's coming, just have a peek. Andrew's like 6 feet tall, so you can see it. So it's not an easy kind of issue. All right. So when I joined this channel about 4.5 years ago as a wholesaler, I didn't know what this channel was. I just thought it was a bunch of friends and family hanging out, helping people. But so when we emigrated to Canada, when I turned 18, because my family has been in Canada for a while, obviously life insurance was one of the products that I got when I turned 18. So in our community in in Edmonton, there is a well-known Filipino advisor. He took care of everybody. So when his daughter turned 18, which happens to be my age at that time, she was my financial advisor. So when I sat down with her, I got a $100,000 plan at 18, and I was good to go, supposedly. So that was in 1998 when I was 18. Let's fast forward. I graduate business school 2002. Come to 2005, I get engaged and I get married to my wife. My financial advisor was at my wedding. Do you think she sat down with me and said, "Hey kid, your needs have changed"? No. Her dad was in the industry for 20 years. Do you think he said, "Hey kid, congratulations. You should sit down with Mel and you should sit down and see what your needs are now"? No. That's the traditional model. Okay? 2007, we have our first child. We have my daughter, Isabella. We now have our own business as well. So I used to own a Kumon. Who here knows what Kumon is? Yeah! I still have my children go to Kumon. I used to own a Kumon 5 years ago. So that need changed. We bought our first house. We had our daughter. What did not change though? My insurance. I still only had $100,000. We bought our first house. We bought a business. Fast forward to 2010. We have 3 properties. We have 2 rentals, our own house. We have our business. And we now have my son. So now we are a family of 4. What has not changed yet? My insurance. So let's now go as I become a product partner to WFG. And my inside joke is, my name tag today says Ivari. I have to wear it every day to make sure I know what company I'm with. Because I'm probably the only wholesaler that's worked for 3 out of your 6 now platinum product partners. So when I become a wholesaler, finally had someone at WFG had sat down and said, "Kit, has anyone reviewed your plan?" Hallelujah. We sat down at my dinner table, which my financial advisor never did. I had to go to her office. We sat down at 10:30 p.m. because I had trained that evening. And he did not leave till 1 a.m. But I had 2 policies submitted, and at that time I was not with this company that I was with. This advisor said, "Kit, I know you're with this one company, but I believe in this product for you because it's going to fit your needs." So I now have $1 million policy on me. I have a UL, and because of what Ivari does for their clients and your clients when they get approved. So I go through the process of applying for my application. I get my paramedical done. 2 weeks later, my advisor calls and says, "Kit, congratulations, you got approved." Awesome. So I have a $1 million policy, but because you're healthy, you now get an offer of CI. Did I take it? Of course I did. And the reason why I'm glad to take it, because in 2018, January 2018, I got diagnosed with a tumor. I was 38 years old. And for those Filipino men in this room, you know that we're invincible. Right? We're invincible. Nothing affects us. I'm strong. I'm 38. I got many more years to come. But at 38, a friend of mine diagnosed or found my tumor. It took me 4 months to see a doctor because I was that stubborn. Filipino men, we're stubborn. And funny enough, not saying the stereotype fits, my wife's an RN. You think she was happy to know that I waited 4 months to see a doctor? Anyways, July, I finally decided that I have to step away from the channel and get this looked at. August 28, 2018, I had my surgery. The tumor was the size of my fist, in my neck. If you look at me, I have a 12-inch scar from the top of my ear to the bottom of my neck. Before my surgery, I was lying down on the gurney, waiting for the anesthesiologist. What was the one thing that I did not have to worry about? Money. Right? If I were to pass away, my family would have $1 million. My estate is protected. If that tumor, because it was so big, I'll be honest, it actually had cancer in it, but for some reason, the outer layer of my tumor was benign. Okay, so I'm healthy, luckily. But if that tumor, and if I had to get chemo and all that, I would have my CI. Luckily, the only insurance product that I had to use was my disability. Do you guys sell disability? Yes. Do you guys sell CI? Yes. Do you guys do life insurance? Yes. Do you guys sit down with your client every year to review their financial needs? Yes. Do you guys do mission before the commission? Yes. No other channel's doing that, you guys. Nobody else is doing that. I gotta make sure I'm on time. I don't like the music. Right, Ruby? So, when you guys are out there, when you're in the field, yes, it's awesome to get promoted. Yes, it's awesome to recruit and license. But the basis of what you do is to have every family taken care of. No family left behind. I am not a family left behind. My family thanks you. My 2 children thank you. My children's children will thank you because my financial advisor, his family is going to take care of my family. The generational change that's going to happen is also going to happen in your businesses. There's no other platform that's going to happen. I think yesterday, WG head office said, we're the product, so the product's the gas. The WG head office is the platform, but who's the engine? You guys are the engine that's driving it. So, on closing, maganda umaga sa iyo lahat. Good morning to you all. See you all at the top.
Now I'd like to ask everyone to please stand up and let's welcome